Hey, Commanders fans, tune in because we've got some very important information coming, and you need to know everything. Here on the channel, you'll find all the latest news about our team with breaking news and everything a true Commanders fan needs to know. So, first of all, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell because here you'll receive everything firsthand and never be out of date. Oh, and leave your like right now to strengthen this incredible community and show that Commanders fans are always there. No more ado. Hang in there, because today's news is unmissable. Now, let's get straight to the point. The Commanders head coach says Zach Ertz looks much improved in a key area of his game that could allow him to produce even more this season. Having a rookie quarterback learn a new system and build a rapport with his teammates can take time to get things going on the field, but having a reliable tight end you can trust helps a lot in that process. Quarterback Jaden Daniels had that last season with veteran tight end Zach Ertz, who surprised everyone. Father Time hasn't affected one of the most productive tight ends of all time, and one coach says he could be even better this season, thanks to a characteristic he was missing: his footwork. The weapon the Commanders needed. No one expected Ertz to come in and finish second on the team in all major receiving categories, but that's exactly what he did. Ertz made numerous key plays last season, including an insane touchdown reception in the end zone against the Atlanta Falcons, leading the Commanders to the playoffs. Despite everything Ertz did well, there was one thing he could improve on: gaining more yards after the catch. A Commanders coach told ESPN reporter John Keim that he believes Ertz's yards after the catch could improve this season. Meanwhile, tight end Zach Ertz was once again a reliable target in the middle of the court. One coach said his footwork is even better than last year, allowing for more yards after the catch. That was evident Wednesday. John Keim, ESPN. Daniels and Ertz showed their connection is stronger than ever in training camp, and both will be productive again this season. Ertz, adding more yards after the catch, could further elevate the offense, making him an easy target for Daniels. Who knows what happens if he gets the first down against the Pittsburgh Steelers? Ertz finished the season averaging just 3 yards after the catch, which ranked 37th in the league, but he still finished 6th in receptions, 11th in receiving yards, and 4th in receiving touchdowns. People thought Ertz was coming to the Commanders as a mentor and a one-year contract player, but he proved everyone wrong last season, being a top target for a Commanders team that reached the NFC Championship game. He may not be finished refining his skills at 34, but he could add some extra yards after the catch to the offense this season. Bills linked to Commanders' $68 million guard with 39 TDs to become Josh Allen's #1 target. The Washington Commanders are in a tough spot with teams like the Bengals with Trey Hendrickson and the Cowboys with Micah Parsons making moves around the league. Terry McLaurin wants a solid contract extension, but the Commanders are in no rush to finalize it. Since June, this issue has frustrated McLaurin, leaving him quite unhappy. All-Pro WR Terry McLaurin has made it clear to the team that he is frustrated with the lack of progress on a long-term deal. As I previously reported, McLaurin unexpectedly left voluntary workouts after initially participating, and it remains to be seen whether he will report for mandatory minicamp, wrote NFL insider Jordan Schultz. McLaurin is a talented wide receiver, but like many players, he wants a new, better contract. He initially didn't show up for training camp, but eventually did to avoid hefty fines. McLaurin was held out and placed on the physically unable to play list due to an apparent ankle injury suffered last season, though he participated in spring practice. By reporting, McLaurin would no longer be eligible for a $50,000 per day fine, wrote ESPN's John Keim. McLaurin has requested a trade and has been involved in contract negotiations. The Athletic suggests he could very well be traded to the Buffalo Bills, offering Josh Allen a solid receiver option. The Bills could certainly use a legitimate #1 receiver, but for now, only if the right situation arises. McLaurin is the perfect fit for Josh Allen, though McLaurin's need for a new contract with a cap-strapped team casts some doubt on the pairing. If the Bills could shift Samuel's $6.9 million guaranteed base salary, along with a day 3 pick, to someone like McLaurin, I see them being sold. Samuel, at least, could give the Commanders a player they can start in the interim, wrote The Athletic. This potential deal could be beneficial in the long run. Allen came close to reaching the Super Bowl, and McLaurin could be the difference maker. A move to the Bills paints a promising picture for next season. Commanders named eligible for trade for two-time Pro Bowl running back and reserve. Infusing more power into their running game would elevate the Washington Commanders' offense to the NFL's elite, something they could do by trading for a running back who rushed for 16 touchdowns last season, but is holding out in training camp this year. That's James Cook, who is present but not participating in the Buffalo Bills training camp. Cook wants a new contract, but could be viable trade bait after 2 consecutive Pro Bowl campaigns. The 25-year-old rushed for 1,009 yards and 16 touchdowns on 207 carries last season, averaging 4.9 yards per carry. Any team looking for an upgrade in the backfield would likely be interested in acquiring him if he's available, according to Newsweek's Evan Massey. A trade for Cook makes sense for the Commanders, although Massey also listed the Chicago Bears, the Houston Texans, and Washington's NFC East rival, the Dallas Cowboys, among other likely trade options for the versatile player. Massey believes that Buffalo could still get him Cook on a new deal, but he's one to watch. The Commanders shouldn't wait to finalize a deal and address a clear weakness among their skill players. Trading James Cook would solve the Commanders' problem. Finding a way to add Cook to the roster is worth the effort for Commanders general manager Adam Peters, but he'll need to act quickly. While Bills general manager Brandon Beane was caught off guard by Cook's contract status, Diana Rossini of The Athletic explained on the Scoop City podcast, "I don't think the difference is that big. I just think it's putting a little pressure on him, and we'll figure it out. Until terms are finalized and contracts are signed, the Commanders have an opening. The opportunity is worthwhile, as starting running back Brian Robinson Jr. is a solid player, but he lacks breakaway speed, elite receiving skills, and a knack for getting to the end zone. Cook would be an improvement in nearly every area, which is one reason he's been considered a valuable trade target for the Commanders. Plays like this 49-yard touchdown run against the Miami Dolphins last season, when Cook reached a top speed of 20.99 miles per hour, the fastest speed as a ball carrier in his career, according to Next Gen Stats, demonstrated the player's increased threat on big plays. Cook's superior breakaway potential is reinforced by a career average of 4.9 yards per carry. Robinson, on the other hand, averages just 4.1 yards per carry and has scored just 15 rushing touchdowns in 3 seasons. What Robinson needs to do is get into the secondary more often before he gets hit, but the Commanders don't need to risk that happening. Not when Cook is available, nor when an unknown rookie is already attracting attention.